I got this from Home Goods and I took out the glass because book 6 is coming out of my favorite series, which means I obviously need a custom bookcase, hence the shirt. I hope this comes out good. Let's do it. First, I asked ChatGPT to help me design a cool stained glass pattern, but I think we need to simplify this a little bit more. So I'm getting some printer paper. I'm gonna lay some sheets of paper right on top and with some tape, taping this together. And when you press down, you can see the tracing. So I'm gonna use that as a guide to make my own. So now let's check it out. So we went from this to this, a lot simpler. Now it's time to stick this glass right on top. Looks pretty perfect to me. Now I got a whole bunch of stained glass paint, and fantasy always makes me think purple. I've never done this before, but how hard can it be? I'm pretty sure I stopped breathing, so make sure you're breathing when you draw. That was nerve-wracking, I'm almost done. All right, let's peek at my outline. Now I'm coming in with my colors and we will add this in. Almost done. All right, this is fully dried. You can see a little bit how this turned out. First, I'm gonna install little spotlights. I think these will really help for you to see through the glass. And here's how I'm adding these on. I call these snot dots for obvious reasons. Now just attach your craft booger. Open the door. Feel free to play around with placement. I'm putting these inside the cabinet. So there they are. Now it's time for me to shut this. All right, now here is my 𝐬𝐿𝐴 night court themed bookshelf. I'm a little on the fence. I feel like it needs one thing right away. We needed that, but I'm still not sure if I like it. I'm gonna do something really gutsy here. You're either gonna love it or hate it. I changed the design. I felt like I learned a lot from the first time, so I wanted to try a different type of design that was a little bit simpler. Bet you had no idea. You can peel this right off. Makes it so fun that way because you can change this out. Now here's the final of how this set. So those colors do dry a lot darker. I probably would change the gold skin tone, which up close you can see the outlines better. What an emotional roller coaster. Let me know if you like the decision that I made. And let's just all agree that 𝐿𝐴ZRIEL is the hottest. Bye. Now, welcome to my bonus tips and tricks section where I go more in depth into the technique that you saw in the video. I like to do this at the end in case you are not a beginner or you feel like you got the hang of it right away. This gives you an option to just jump off. I highly recommend you jump on. I really go through a lot of the best tips in this section. Number one, there is a difference between leading paint and just your regular stained glass paint. And you'll see that here, this one says leading and then this one just says stained glass paint. Just because they're both black does not mean that they will serve the same function. So your leading paint is always going to be your outline paint and your stained glass paint is always going to be your fill. Be careful. It's very easy to mix these up. So just be careful as you're doing this to make sure that this is for your outlines, this is for your fills. And your leading paints will come in all different colors. I actually really preferred the gold over the black, and I'm sure silver would be really nice too. I felt like the black was a little bit harsh, but that's just me, and I think it does obviously depend on the project. And now if you wanna use ChatGPT like I did to create a sketch, you can just ask it, hey ChatGPT, I have this in mind. In my case, I let it know that I wanted it to be a Court of Thorns and Roses themed, and I mentioned that I wanted the bat element, I wanted the night court scene, and if you haven't read those books, it's totally okay. It's just a scene from the books that I really wanted represented in my image. And I really feel like it came through. So you can see now more up close what ChatGPT ended up doing. I think it did a phenomenal job. It's something to keep in mind when you're using AI to help you create patterns or really anything art related is that it doesn't always quite understand how you're going to use the medium. It does and it doesn't. So now I'll show you what it thought my finished product would look like. And this is just not really representative of how this particular stained glass paint works. So the design was really good, but then once I applied the medium, I feel like it didn't have that translatability. I don't know if that's a word, but it didn't quite translate the way that I was hoping. I think the design that I had first in mind would have been really good on a much, much bigger piece of glass. And that's actually what I really liked about the second design was that I had more panels that were just very, very big and just big open fills. And I feel like that really helped translate the stained glass effect very well. So something that you can do if you have something specific in mind that you want ChatGPT to help you with is to direct it to also create those larger patterns for you and not be too detailed. I actually think the less detailed that it is, the better that it turns out. And I think that's why I loved mine at the end. And now something else I want to mention that's really important is that this is definitely a layering craft. And what I mean by that is that whatever you put down first, so if I were to use a black outline and I outline in black first, If I were to come in with some gold, the gold is going to sit on top of the black, and when you actually look at it, it will appear as though the gold is behind the black. And that might not seem like an important detail, but trust me, it really is, because when it's time to show your glass, that order when you're creating foreground and background really matters. And so in my first design, you saw me do my moon and my stars in gold. I had to outline in the gold first and then do the black outlines after, in order for the moon and the stars to actually appear like they were in front of those black lines or in front of the sky that I created. So just helpful things to keep in mind. And again, as you saw in the end, I don't think people realize that you can peel this off if you don't like it. And I think that's one of the best realizations that I had working with this for the first time. Now, something else that I feel like really mattered was the way in which you fill these spaces when it comes time to doing your fills. So there's a couple different options and I showed them all. One, I used a paintbrush and I did some strokes. In my opinion, that made it come out really streaky and I didn't really like that. What I did really like was when I applied some of this and then did some dabs. I feel like that created a really cool effect. And I did one layer of some light dabs and that will dry really quickly. And then I added another layer right on top, a much heavier layer, and I let that fully set. And what you'll see is that when this dries, it doesn't dry completely flat. You'll see a nice little speckled design come through. And I thought that really gave it the texture of stained glass. So I wanted to share that here also. And so here you can actually see up close the evidence of my little dab marks that I made. I feel like that gave it such a cool stained glass look. So I'm glad you were able to see that up close here. The colors that set darker, you can see less. So in this case, I would just recommend filling in entirely and you don't even have to worry about dabbing. But in the lighter colors here, that dabbing really does come through and it's very obvious. So you can notice here that there is just a lot more texture versus these that felt a little bit more flat. Another thing is that I think the designs really look very good when you use a lot of the clear transparent white fill. Again, for some reason, it just shouts stained glass. And also if you're looking for your project to have a transparent feel, it won't really have that feel if everything you do is completely filled in. So I just want to mention that also. And now I'm planning to add a liner inside the shelf. Right now I just have some printer paper holding the place. But something you really want to keep in mind is if you are doing a bookcase like this in particular with a glass cabinet door, you want to make sure that the inside stays white. So it was easier for me to just paint everything purple, but I am going to put the liner in because that will just help this design really stick out. So you can see that white is just adding some nice reflection. And if it was darker, I don't think it would have been as nice. And then as I step back here, you can see what I'm talking about those big stretches of clear panels. I love how you can see my books through this bookcase. Overall, I'm really excited with how this came out. And like I said, I just feel like I have so many ideas now for future projects with this. And if you're on the fence about what leading paint to start with, I just want to emphasize again, I really do love how the gold comes out, and I've seen some ones with silver and I think that would look great also. It has a much more feminine touch, so if you're looking for something a little daintier, I would say try silver or gold. I hope you found this bonus tips and tricks section to be really helpful. If you want to stay up to date on all the projects that I'm doing, you can sign up for my free newsletter on heybrooklynb.com. And I also send weekly emails to everyone in my DIY membership club. If you're interested in joining, it's also on my website. Every week I'll send you my updates and I'll send you full instructions, tips, links, everything you need to make my craft of the week. Sometimes I throw a couple in there. Let me know what you think of this. I hope this was a good beginner guide to just get you started and feeling confident to give this a try. Honestly, I loved it and I can't wait to get even better at this so I can keep making more of these tutorials. There really are endless possibilities with this. It's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy. Love you all.